Hey, Zeros and Champs, I hope y'all having a blessed and positive day. So, today I am reading out of Isaiah 42, verse 9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." Now, there has been things that God has been whispering to your spirit, whispering to your mind, telling you that He has for you. He have been giving you visions. He have been giving you dreams. He have been giving you signs, maybe through people, maybe through videos you have watched. Different things. God is giving you confirmation to let you know that this is what I have for you. I have these things that are coming your way. And He said, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. God has new things. Don't you want new things in your life? It's more to life than what you have experienced thus far. It's more to life than what you have seen thus far. You think you have seen everything, but you haven't seen everything that God has prepared for you. You haven't seen everything that God is getting ready to do in your life. If only you are obedient, if only you start to spend time with Him. And the only way that He can tell you, God says, before they spring forth, I will tell you. And it's the only way He will tell you is if you are in alignment with God. If you are in His will, if you are following His commandments, if you are asking for forgiveness and repenting and changing, working on changing, then He will tell you of the new things. He said, new things do I declare. He declares, He decree and declare that they are new things coming your way. Do you believe it? He said the former things are come to pass. And far too long, we are holding on to the very thing that God continues to pull out of our life. We keep pulling the very thing that God said let go of because we don't want to be uncomfortable, because we don't want to be alone. But God told you to let that person out of your life. God told you to let that habit go. God told you to let those things go, and you are still holding on to it because God wants to give you new, but you're holding on to the former things. He said the former things have come to pass. Just like time. Imagine that thing, that habit, that person that has come to pass. It has already went past, just like a minute ago. It has went past and I can't get it back. You need to think the same way about those very things that God is trying to remove out of your life. He's trying to tell you to move forward, but you're stuck. You're stuck mentally because you don't want to move forward. You say you want to move forward, but you're not putting the action to get there. You're not putting the action to see things new in your life. You're not putting the action to see greater is coming in your life. But you want to continue to dwell on the past. You want to continue to go back to those people that have hurt you. You want to continue to hurt yourself. You want to continue to play that victim mindset of, oh, I went through this when I was a child. Oh, I have dealt with this and I have dealt. No, it's time to let that victim card go and go ahead after your life. Go ahead after your dreams. Go ahead after those things that God wants to whisper in your ear. And some of you have heard the things that God has said that He's going to bless you with. You have heard the things that God said He's going to do for you. But He's waiting for you to take that step. He's waiting for you to say, here I am, Lord. Yes, I will follow you. Yes, I will do your will. He is waiting on you. You want to see changes in your life. God wants to see changes in you, inside of you. What are you changing inside of you? What kind of mindset do you have moving forward? Because the former things have passed. What are you keeping up in here? Are you keeping everything that happened in the past up in here? Are you keeping everything that everybody that hurt you up in here? Are you dwelling on it? I'm not saying forget it. I'm saying do not dwell on it. Don't let that take over your mind. If they don't want to be with you, then oh well. If they don't like how you come in there smiling every day, oh well. If they want to talk about you at your job, oh well. If they want to laugh at you because you're struggling or you're dealing with this and that, oh well. Oh, well. The former things have passed. Focus on the new things. Focus on spending time with God so He can tell you. So He can tell you of them before they spring forth. There are new things. New. And it's going to make you feel so good. Don't you want new in your life? Aren't you tired of dealing with the old stuff? Aren't you tired of dealing with the old games and the old mindset? Some people just don't evolve. Some people are just not evolving. As you get older, you should be evolving. You should not have the same mindset you had at 16 years old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but not sorry. There's things that you did at 21 that you should not be doing now. You should be evolving as you're getting older. You should be holding yourself accountable, because there's going to come a point in time where you're going to have to look in the mirror and say, what have I done with all these years? What have I done with my life? What am I doing now to make a change in my life? At some point, you're going to have to hold yourself accountable, because you are the one that writes your story. I know you have went through things. I know you have been through trauma and you have been hurt, but that's no reason to stay in the victim mindset. That's no reason why you are not growing and evolving as a person, because God is trying to give you new things and you keep holding on to the old mindset, the old habits, and the old things that God told you to let go. You keep holding on to it and you're expecting something to be different. You're expecting a change out of your life and it's not happening. You know why? Because you keep doing the same thing. You're hanging around the old friends, same friends. You're hanging around the same old neighborhoods, the same mindset. You're still doing the same thing and you expect things to change in your life. You expect your life to elevate. You expect to see the new things that God has promised you in your life. And I promise you, you won't see them. I promise you, if you stay in the same mindset that you are now, and you're not developing, you're not learning anything, you're not growing, you're not building your relationship in God. If you do the same thing that you're doing now, in 20 years, you will be in the same space. You'll be in the same space mentally, because when you want to see new things in your life, you have to change this. You have to change this, because once you start to change this, that's when things will start to change in your life. But it's your mind. It's the thoughts that you have in here that is holding you back. Are you thinking of the past too much? Are you thinking of the past too much? You need to live in the present and focus on what you can do to better your future. You're living in the past too much. God is trying to give you new, and the newness is going to be so worth it. You're trying to hold on to that very thing that you think is just so great for you. Oh, this is the best that I can have in my life. And God is so much greater for you. God is so much greater for you. You ever went to, let's say, an ice cream shop or a dessert place, and they just had the best pie. They had the best sweet potato pie, right? And you thought, oh, this is the best pie I ever had. Until you go somewhere else and you find out that it's even better tasting pie somewhere else. Stop thinking small and know that God is trying to give you a big new thing. It's a big new thing coming your way, but are you ready to receive it? Will your eyes be ready to receive it? Will your heart be open to receive it? Will your mindset be open to receive it? Or are you going to still be in the same mindset, waiting for the same small former things to come your way, waiting for the same small old things to come your way that haven't made a difference in your life, and that's keeping you stuck? Those very people that you're holding on to are keeping you stuck. Those very habits you're holding on to are keeping you stuck. Those very same thoughts that you've been having for years after years after years are keeping you stuck. And it's keeping your life from attracting or bringing in the new things that God is trying to give you. So let go of the former things. Be in God's presence so He can tell you of the new things that are coming before they spring forth. There's new things coming your way, but please be ready to receive them. Peace. Y'all have a blessed and positive day. Chosen Chance, I love you.